Don't get me wrong. Jesus. Yes. No subway today, baby. Alright guys, welcome to the Thaw. Finally. We had some really cold days. I am glad that is finally done and over with. We don't have to worry about that anymore. It reminded me so much of when my wife moved to the city. We moved to the city on one of the coldest days in New York in the last, I want to say 10, 15 years. It was 1 degree. 1 degree outside. Anyway, so we beat the moving truck with all of Ashley's things. So we got into her apartment and it was just us, a couple suitcases, and her dog, Ginger. Now our dog. And it was so cold out. So cold. We were happy to be in the apartment. But at the same time we were like, we have to go explore. So we piled on a bunch of clothing. I had officially 0 winter coats, but you know what? We went out and it was like -1 degrees outside. It was so cold that when you walk your dog and they pee on the sidewalk, by the time you make a little circle and you come back to the same spot, that pee was frozen. That's what we're talking about. So we go exploring, we're looking around the neighborhoods. We had not been in the city for more than 5 hours. And, you know, we were just walking around. We're taking the subway, doing some touristy things. But then we start getting really cold, and it starts getting really miserable. We are like, we need to get inside, and we need to eat something. Where do we go? We have no idea where we are. We don't know the neighborhoods. We don't know anything. So we're wandering. And because we're brand new, because we are from the great state of Texas, where do we go? Any guesses? Any guesses, anyone? Olive Garden. That's right. Our first night in New York City, we went to the Olive Garden in Times Square because we had no idea what we were doing. We didn't know any better. We have no idea where to go to find something, a nice meal for on the cheap. And back home, Olive Garden is an affordable place. Heck, in high school, I could go to Olive Garden, take a date to Olive Garden, and be just fine. Yeah, here at the tourist trap known as Times Square, nah. No. All of Times Square in general is just a tourist trap. Everything's marked up, but it was probably pretty close to $100 at Olive Garden with just 2 people. Name the last time you've done that. You can still see all the dirty snow everywhere, but it's going to be about 50 degrees today, and it's going to rain tonight and into tomorrow. Yeah, so New York City is heading towards a cleanup, and I am excited. Hashtag loving it. Here I am on the road again. Oh yeah, man, it has absolutely sucked not being able to drive these last few days. I'm just happy to be on the road and not sitting on a train. Alright guys, this is Moto Noir, and I am heading to work. Over and out.